Vaughn, but Dipe Juliet Eniola has been my brand name for a while. That is why you are seeing that there. So I'm married with 3 kids, and my son name, my husband's name is Vaughn. Okay, so thank you once again, and good evening once again. All right. So before I start, I want to ask a simple question. And like I've said, I would love that we are a bit interactive. And I'm a storyteller, so I'm going to be saying everything I'm going to be discussing with us tonight is going to be based from personal experiences and yes, personal experiences with facts. All right, because yeah, we are talking about the trust advantage, personal branding, and reputation. So there's no how I want to talk about this without being vulnerable to an extent so that you would understand and you'll be able to relate well. Now, so let me ask a question. Who would you rather buy land from? Okay, who would you rather buy land from? Someone that has been posting properties online every day for, let's say, a year, or someone that just posted a property, probably, let's say, this morning, and then is asking you that, oh, my property is 10 million naira. So who would you rather buy land from if you are a client? Please, you can unmute your mic to answer me so that, like I said, I want us to be interactive. Any who wants to answer? Who wants to go first? Are we there?
Okay, I think someone answered in the chat box. We can unmute and answer. We can unmute
Please,
and answer.
I want to hear our voices. Mr. Azan, Osinowo, Oyedele.
Please, I will be right back now. I want to pray.
Okay. Oyedele.
Can I talk, ma?
Pardon?
Yeah, I would rather buy land from someone who has been posting for a year.
Thank you. Why would you rather buy land from such a person?
Because number one, I've been saying is consistency.
Thank you.
For the period of time, and also he has not given up. And I see that this truly with what he has been doing is genuine. That was one of those reasons I'm going to buy from him. He's genuine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Now, I want to believe that most of us, we know the answer. Everybody knows that, yes, you are going to be buying from the person that has been posting consistently. And that is because in this business of real estate, people don't just buy land. They buy trust. Every one of us, we are aware of that. People buy trust, first of all. People buy from who they know. They buy from who they like. They buy from who they trust. Okay, so you cannot just come out of the blues and then expect that somebody will give you their hard-earned money. You need to have been able to build that credibility. So our conversation today, I'm not going to be dwelling on marketing or sales, or maybe closing techniques and everything, because the one thing that will determine whether people will listen to you, maybe you are having a sales pitch, the one thing that will determine is trust. If they trust you, 70% of whatever issue you have has been solved. Now, let me share a personal story with you. A few years ago, I worked with a real estate company, and I don't know, some of you might be familiar with this. Mr. Oyin knows about this. So, like many people, everybody went into the company. We were all happy, selling the products, putting our reputation online. People trusted us so much. In fact, I before I came into real estate, I was a teacher. Okay, so my first client then was a parent to one of my students. That, oh, Miss J, oh, you are now into the real estate business. I want to support your business. And then she invested with me back then. It was like blood money to me. So I was so passionate about the company that I did it with my whole heart. I sold for them, grew the ladder and everything. I believed in the company. I promoted their properties. You know, we were closing deals back to back, you know, and then my name, my reputation, everything, I put everything out there because, you know, now we are doing real estate. So I am, there's an adage in the Yoruba land that said, see Ogun, pardon me, see Ogun Yoba Shekini kan Afigbari, that kind of thing. So that was what it was. So then reality happened. The company turned out to be involved with practices that, you know, damaged people's reputation, damaged trust, broke relationship, you know, and it was not a very, very nice era, a very nice period in my life and in my career, because it took its toll on me. So whether I created that problem or not, it didn't matter, you know. To the public, what people saw was you were associated with this company. We trusted you because you were working with this company. Why would you allow us get scammed? Why would you? So it was no longer about the company. It was about me as an individual, dragging here, dragging there, and it was not a nice moment at all. Okay, and that taught me, that experience, you know, that I had taught me a very, very important lesson in business. Okay, so, and that lesson is people may forget the company, all right, but they will remember the face that they dealt with. They would remember. Even till now, some relationship has not been mended because of that experience years ago. But then, what happened? I went solo for a whole year. In fact, that whole year I was even pregnant back then. So I went solo for a whole year. And because I am so passionate about this business, because of the vision I had, I wasn't going to drop real estate anytime soon. I was not going to be beaten down because one company decided to mess things up for me. So I decided to do what I call rebuilding, rebranding, and re-strategizing. Because the face that was, apart from the company's reputation being lost and everything, but the face that was dented was mine. Okay, so I could have complained about the whole situation, or I could have just done what, rebuild my reputation. And like I said, I chose the second option. I chose to rebuild. You know, I started focusing on transparency. I was very keen on documentation. I became an investigative officer when it came to real estate products. I don't want to know who you are. I'm going to investigate you to the end to be sure that I can deal with you. All right. So I became very intentional about my personal brand. I became careful about what I endorsed, what I put my name on. I became careful of what I beat my chest to, that, I can vouch for this person. All right. So, and then I now shifted my focus. I shifted my focus to educating people rather than just selling. I focused on educating people. Hence my brand name. People call me the Creative Realtor. I started educating people. All right. I was intentional about the relationship I began building all over again. I was not even focused about transactions. I was not focused about closing deals. I just wanted to build that brand, but I wanted to bring my name back into the market. And then I did this for like a year or two, and then I decided to go, you know what? Let me step up and let me step up and have my own company, because you can't know everybody. You can only know yourself. And that was how I became a co-founder at Xince Homes, and then we started up. Okay, so I want you to know that your reputation is more valuable than your commission. I told you I wasn't focusing on selling and every other thing. I was focused on educating people on what was right and or not. So because your reputation out there, it's way more important than money, because money will finish. Yoruba will say, "Owo ma tan, eyan lo ma ku." Money will finish, oh, but the people that you have around is what matters. Your reputation is very, very important, because you can always earn commission over and over and over again. But once trust is broken, sometimes that relationship can never be mended again. All right. So because a damaged relationship, a damaged reputation rather, can take you years to rebuild. All right. Are we together now? So that's my little story, and that's how what has brought me thus far. Are we together? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. All right. So let's move on quickly now. Now, so what is the real meaning of personal branding? Let me ask. When you hear the word personal branding, what comes to mind? Anybody, please. When you hear personal branding, what comes to your mind? Hello, you can unmute your mic to answer, please. When you hear personal branding, what comes to your mind? Mr. Oyin, your people, they don't want to talk. Oh,
They're here.
are
They're
they
here.
shy?
Okay, someone is raising his hand.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Property, your name is not here, or property, double. Please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes,
Hello,
so
can anyone?
it's really just about how people perceive you, your identity, what you stand for. So the moment they actually look at you, they maybe when they see your videos, they see your pictures and the way you relate via the media, they can easily tell or debunk the kind of person that you are. So your brand needs to reflect who you are, and it always has to be quality. Just like you said, you always earn commission, but it's very, very, very important always that your integrity is always what stands out.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Perfectly answered. Thank you. Any other person? When you hear personal branding, what comes to mind? Double over investment. You were raising up your hand.
Yes, yes, I was trying to. Good day, everyone. Thank you for this
Good.
wonderful opportunity. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, please.
Okay, good. When you're talking about personal branding, it has to do with your unique identity. You understand the way you do things in the public, the way you handle things. Your personal brand has to do with your unique identity. So that's the summary. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Well, I didn't get your name. Double over investment. All right. So when people hear personal branding, like you all have said, your integrity and every other thing, and most people, when you hear personal branding, what you are thinking of is the fancy suits, your social media presence, expensive Photoshop. You want to appear that you have arrived. Let me put it that way, and all. And I'm glad that we didn't take it from that angle, that we took it from the angle I want to take it from. But then I'm going to be a little bit different, okay? A little bit different, because this actually is going to lead me to another encounter I had some few months back. Now, to me, personal branding is simple. Your personal brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. That is who you are truly. When you are not there, what people say about you. Now, let me ask a question. I want to believe everyone here has either You have your client base. Now, if I mention your name, maybe I meet a former client of yours, and then I mention your name today, what would that person say? What would that person say? If I mention Mr. Double Owo Investment to Mr. Adebayo tomorrow. Mr. Adebayo is a new client that I just met, and do you know Mr. Double? Oh yes, I know Mr. Double. What do you think Mr. Adebayo would say about you, Mr. Double? What do you think he would say? Are you there? Or any other person? Mr. Adeleke, Mr. Aku, Oshinowo, Gladys. What do you think your client would tell me about you?
So,
I'm waiting.
good evening,
Good evening. Who's talking?
is Mr. Oshino.
Okay, Mr. Oshinowo. So, Mr. Oshinowo, what do you think your client will tell me?
Okay, based on my experience so far, and then based on the company I work for, and we've done a lot of, a lot of my clients that have bought from me. We've done a lot of allocation. In fact, like 90% of them, I have done allocation for them, and then they have got their land.
Okay.
Yes, most of them have got their land.
Okay.
So in fact, most of them are now becoming a returning client. So of course, if they ask such person that is Mr. Oshinowo, what do you think about Mr. Oshinowo? He will tell you, because that's what I portrayed. Every land, we make sure that it get allocated in.
Get allocated. Okay, that's perfect. So they will tell, oh, any land that Mr. Oshinowo brings to my table, I am sure to get an allocation. Fantastic. That is Mr. Oshinowo's branding. That is his personal branding. He sells for companies that are trustworthy. Are we together? Now, so for every other person, if I meet your client, would they tell me that you are trustworthy? Would they tell me that you know the market? Would they tell me that you know how to explain things perfectly? Would they tell me what Mr. Oshinowo just said, that, oh, if this person is giving me a property to buy, I trust that my land will get allocated? Now, we've had experiences that clients will come into the company, and then you want to ask, oh, who is your realtor? And the client will tell you, I don't want to have anything to do with that realtor. I want to talk to the company directly. Do you know that simply means the realtor has not been able to convince that client, or the realtor has not been able to let that client know that he or she is capable? Now, if I meet that client somewhere else and I say, oh, sir, this is your realtor, and what the client will tell me, oh, that person does not know what he or she is doing. The realtor is not there, but the conversation is ongoing. Now, that realtor has lost the clients for life. Take it or leave it. I was involved in a transaction, and I was surprised that when the whole transaction was concluded and then the commission was supposed to be paid, the person that owns the transaction, not even two people that I didn't even know were involved in the transaction, they vouched for me that, oh, they'll know that Ms. J will not do this. That so anyhow we want to share it now, that they know that this is Ms. J's principle. And it was later on that I got to know, and I was like, oh, wow. So your personal brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. Because you don't want people saying, oh, I don't know if I can trust that person. That answer is your brand. If your clients cannot trust you, then you've not been able to build something solid for yourself yet. Knowing your onions in this industry is building a credible brand. You have to know. You cannot just sell, oh, they asked us to sell, oh, okay, give me all the flyers. Oh, okay, let me just start posting. And then the client will now come and ask you, oh, this and that. And then be like, I don't know. let me ask, oh, so what are you doing in the first place? All right. So I would love to take us through what I call what's it called now? The trust formula. There's something I call trust formula. All right, because in this our real estate business, trust in this our real estate business is built on these things. Now, number one, someone mentioned personal branding as being visible. I think it was property. Yes, he said visibility. Yes. So the number one thing is visibility. People cannot trust who they cannot see. Remember when we started this session, I asked a question. Would you rather buy from someone that has been posting for a whole year, or someone that just started posting today and then says, oh, my product is 10 million, come and buy? And you guys said you rather buy for someone that has been posting for a whole year because the person has been consistent. So visibility is important. Show up consistently. You cannot post today and then after 1 week you are off. Then again you come back again, you post. You need to be visible. People need to know that this is what you are doing. Some people they don't have the how will I put it? It's not like they really want to buy, but because they see your tenacity, they see how consistent you are, they're like, for this person to be pushing like this, this person is really knows what he or she is doing. Or some people that will do today, they will post land, then tomorrow they are posting bag and shoe. I hope we don't have such people here. You are posting bag and shoe. Tomorrow you are posting kitchen utensils. Next month you are posting clothes. Then the next week again you start real estate. You are confusing your customers. Which one are you doing? On a straight line. On a straight line. Focus. Pick something. Pick a struggle. Even if you want to do other businesses, don't let it be the page or the number or the account that you're using for your real estate business. If you go out there and see all the top realtors that we have, the likes of Confidence, you see Confidence as being doing one thing consistently. So if I come to your page, I want to know what you are doing in like 5 seconds. If I cannot understand what you are doing, then forget it. You are not serious. So visibility is the first thing for you to build trust in this industry. People want to see. So show up consistently, post, and don't just post flyers. Don't just post this thing. Educate people. Let them know that you know what you are doing. Not that they will come and ask you what is the difference between a gazette and a CFO, and then you are looking up in the sky. Educate your audience. What are the things you want them to know? What are the loopholes you want them to know? And attend inspections too sometimes. Some of you are phone warriors. Oh, they have forwarded this video on the group. You don't post. You yourself, you have never been to one site. You don't even know what it looks like. Oh, I'm an introvert. I don't want to do this. Oh, God, get up. Enter bush. Now, dear money day. All right. So let people know that you exist. Let them know that you are doing this business. So that's one, visibility. Number 2, credibility. Don't just sell, like I've said. Teach, educate. When you educate people, they begin to see you as an expert. They begin to see you as an authority. I told you what happened to me years ago, and I started rebranding. I shifted from just wanting to sell. I started educating people. I started teaching them things, what to look out for, because they don't scam me now. So I don't want you to be scammed. And I have a friend that used to tell me that if they never scam you for this real estate business, you never start. You've not started. So educate people. Let them know you're an expert. Let them know you're an authority. All right? Because you need to explain things to people, land titles and every other thing. Explain it. Let them know that you know your onions. All right? And the third thing is consistency. We've spoken about visibility. We've spoken about credibility. Now, consistency. Trust is built in drops. You cannot just show up today and then you expect everybody to trust you. When I had that fallback years ago, I told you I had a relapse for a year or two before I came back into the industry 2 years ago. I was scared. I wouldn't lie. I was scared of coming back online to show my face, because then any small thing, what I'm talking about, it involved the police. Any small thing, you come online and then somebody's in your DM. Those people that work for that company, then scammers, ole, thieves. Do you know how traumatic that could have been for me? But then I chose to show up. I chose to show up. So trust is built in drops, bit by bit. Don't rush it. All right. And don't you need to develop tough skin, because trust me, human beings will frustrate you, especially if you are new in this business, or you have decided that, oh, this quarter I want to take this real estate journey, and very importantly, I want to build a brand for myself. I want to be a voice. Human beings can frustrate you. That's when you start seeing all sorts of things. And then if you are selling for a company and then you have a client, make sure that you follow up on your clients as well. Don't just leave the client like that. After you collect commission, chop mouth, clean mouth, boom, that's the end. The company should handle the rest. If you promise your clients documents, send it to them. If you promise them for an inspection, show up. Small things like that. Little things. Those are the things that builds reputation. Those are the things that builds credibility. And by the time you do this thing consistently, it becomes an habit for you. And if you know you cannot handle probably showing up online, consistently, if you can afford it, pay somebody to handle your social media page. It's not a crime. That's why we have them. Pay someone to do it for you so that you can focus on other things. But by all means, be consistent. Now, the fourth thing is your integrity. Your integrity. And now this integrity part is something that even our politicians are dealing with, because integrity will cost you money. You want to build a brand? Yes, your integrity will cost you money. You might lose some deals because you want to keep your integrity. Sometimes it means telling a client, this property is not right for you, because some realtors, they will see the red flag, but because of that commission that they want to collect, mbanu, we die here. They will not be telling, they'll be telling the client, oh yeah, and pay, don't worry, and the company is here about this, and in your mind, church mind, well, if I collect my commission, the client will be dealing with the company now. It's none of my business. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. So, you should prioritize your integrity. Learn to say no sometimes. Learn to stand your ground. Learn to stand your feet. Sometimes it means walking away from a deal. When the deal is becoming shady, walk away. See, your peace of mind is important though. It's better for you to walk out with your two hands up and then you know that you are free, than being roped into something that will cost you years of regret. Because apart from that, again, being integrity will give you referrals. I want to believe that Mr. Oshinowo must have gotten referrals from some of his clients. Oh, buy land from this guy. Any product he does, he advertises to me, they allocate. Tell my friend, you tell your friend, and then this person said I should buy land from you. Referrals are king. Referrals are very important. It accelerates your production. All right. So let me now ask everybody a question. So let us take a few seconds and think about everything that I've said. Okay, don't let me take it that way. Just let's take a few seconds and reflect on the things that I've said. All right, and think about it. in this real estate business, have I been visible enough? Have I been credible? Have I been consistent? And have I displayed integrity? Some of you, integrity is you cheating another fellow realtor on commission that you should share 50-50, or cheating your downline commission. You might feel it is playing smart. Yes, you might feel you are smart, but it's going to be costing you something else in the nearest future. So reflect on these things and think about it. How does it resonate with you? Because if I should interview any of your clients and I ask them, what do you think about so, and so? Whatever it is that they tell me is what reveals your reputation. It is what reveals your branding. It is what reveals who you are, not who you are telling me you are. Your reputation is important. Now, I'm going to leave us with this because I don't want to spend too much time. So I'm going to leave us with this. Many realtors, we have spent years chasing leads. But if I were you, I would say instead of chasing leads, you should, if you want to become a successful realtor in this business, you should chase trust first. That should be your first currency. Because when trust is present, sales becomes easier. You don't need to talk too much. Referrals becomes natural. You don't need to do too much. Investors becomes confident in you. They wouldn't even bombard you with too many questions because they know that they can trust you. They trust your brand. They know that any company you bring to them is 100%. And that brings me to telling you that any company that you are selling for, make sure you vet them. Make sure you know that their properties are authentic. I trust Mr. Onyi. We are colleagues. And then from the experiences that both of us have had, we cannot make the mistake of selling properties that are not genuine. Lie, God forbid. Affliction shall not arise a second time. Okay? So, like I've said, when trust is present, sales becomes easier, your referrals becomes natural, your investors, they become more confident in you, and your opportunities are endless. They are endless. A property can appreciate, your commission can be spent, but a strong reputation can pay you for the rest of your career. Now, I want you to remember, as I bring my session or my thoughts and my talk to a close, I want you to remember this. Every transaction is temporary, but your reputation is permanent. It is your identity. It is your branding. Protect it, build it, invest in it. In real estate, trust is a soft skill. Trust is a soft skill. It is a business asset that you don't want to mess with. So I believe that with these few points of mine, I have been able to convince you and not to confuse you that trust is a very key important ingredient when you are, the trust advantage is a very key important ingredient when you are building your personal brand and your reputation in this real estate industry. Thank you and good evening once again.
Please, let's keep appreciating. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you very much. I'm sure we all got value. I used to tell us something that any speaker that you see we bring on board, they are not um, speakers of theories. They give you their own experience. And most of the speakers that are field people, when when they are training and they are giving you experiences, you tend to like feel it and understand it. You be like, this one touched me. You understand? Thank you very much, ma. Thank you very much. And I believe we've all gotten value. And I appreciate the fact that This topic is somehow divided. So a lot of people may be expecting on personal branding. I will open this, I will do this, I will run ad, I will do my DP. No. The business has gone beyond all of those things. Because if you do all of those things and the trust line is missing, you can't get referrals. People cannot say good thing about you when you are not there. Even top realtors, even at some point, you don't get fresh clients, you don't get new leads. You just wake up, good morning, I'm from this your client, so I need a property. Referrals. If you've not experienced referrals before, you need to work more, you need to do more. Referral is very sweet. It's very sweet. So thank you very much. I personally got value. I learned new things. The old ones, I removed them and I've replaced them with the new ones I've gotten personally. Um, let's now give room for questions. If you have questions, please ask. Please, let's ask questions. She mentioned so many things. A lot of you may not be able to relate with what she's saying. Some things, and coming from someone with first-hand experience, still doing fine in the real estate space, to be able to ask questions. You'll be able to ask questions. So if you have questions, just raise your hand, unmute, and ask your question. Anybody? All right. Double. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you so much, Madam Juliet. I personally gained a lot from this session, though I came in a bit late. It was brief, but the little one I got, it was like a stamp that that will continue to bring that on in my memory. Now, there's one thing that he said there, that when trust is built, your referrals becomes natural. I practically understand it, and I can relate with it because as well, what we should lay emphasis on is building that trust. Definitely, and effortlessly, referrals will definitely come in. Now, my question is this. She also mentioned the fact that she ran into a problem of selling for a particular company years back that she learned from. Now, my own question is, so for new ratios that is just coming in, what are those things that they're supposed to look out for in all these developers before they can trust?
Oh, okay, perfect. If I got you correctly, you said for new realtors coming into the industry, what are the things they should look out for, to spot developers that are trustworthy, yeah? That are authentic. Is that it?
Good. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, now, so before I answer that, let me give a little backstory when I was working with that company. I think it was in my second year in the company, and I had a client that wanted to purchase one of our properties. And for the first time, a client was asking me for specific documentation. And I was like, I said, but sir, why would you want to see the documentation? Okay, no, I went to my person that was my boss then, not the owner of the company, my immediate manager. I went to her and I asked her for those documents. And guess what she told me? She said the documents are confidential and the company cannot let us have that document. Please ask me what document they're asking for. The client was asking me for the survey of the land. And to me, back then, that was my second year in the real estate space. That was my second year. Most of the people that bought for me in my first year they were people that knew me, that trusted me. So they just felt like, they wanted to support my career now. Let us support her. You understand? So for the first time I met a client that knew what he wanted. And my Oga was telling me back then that they could not release the registered, they could not release the copy of the survey to the land. It didn't do me somehow. So when I told the man was like, what do they mean? Say, so how is it sure that the property belongs to the company? And that was how I lost that sales back then, because we kept on going back and forth, and they were not ready to produce any form of document to me. It was later on when I became more grounded in the industry that I was like, oh, so we actually saw the signs back then when we were working for this company, but we just ignored. There were certain questions that we asked, and they were not willing to answer. And thinking about it now, yes, the signs were there, but we trusted them blindly. We felt that they knew everything, and they were right in all ways, which is why I said, as a realtor, you need to be grounded. You should know these things. Make sure you are grounded so that nobody will come and give you bala blue. So to answer your question, sir, one of the things that you should look out for in a fresh developer, number one, when they say that they have an estate, you need to find out the documents that they have on that estate. Does that estate actually belong to them? Is the location what they say the location is? If they say it is, if they say it is Mowe, make sure you go there to see that it is Mowe. The survey, you as a realtor, take it to land and chart it. Be sure that yes, this what they say it's the land, this is what it is. That singular act is going to save you a whole lot of unnecessary things. And the reason why you should chart the survey is because, let me share another experience. That's as a developer now. I went to Bogije with my team. We wanted to get a property, and the Omoniles gave us the survey of the land. So yes, as a developer now, I need to go and make sure that the land is okay. Guess what? When I got to land, my person, we charted it twice. The coordinates on the survey, the location was showing me Ayobo, Iris Bogije and Ayobo, the same thing. So you see, there's a whole lot of gimmicks in this industry that if you are not smart, they would outplay you, they will outsmart you, and then they will dupe you. That was how I just told the Omoniles and all of them, thank you. They're like, no, surveyor that thank you very much. Affliction shall not arise the second time. I'm more wiser. I've seen all these things happen, so nobody can come and bamboozle me again. Oh no, it can be. You people should go and sort it out. Do you understand? So verify the documents of the property. Verify the location of the property. Verify the company's address. Do a little bit of background check on the MD CEO. Go online, type the name. Go and check their social media pages. Check. Just check what were they doing before they became this. How long have they been doing this business? Because somebody cannot just wake up one day. You must have track record. How many? Fine, a new company might come on board. Oh, they might not have the track record that you want. But by the time you do your proper investigation, you will see that they tick all the boxes. And then to an extent, you can be confident enough to sell for them. I have a colleague now. She's not even selling my property because she told me straight up. She said any property that does not have CFO, she's not selling. She has created a standard for herself, and I'm not holding it against her. We are still colleagues, we are friends. She told me straight up that any property that does not have CFO, she is not selling. So registered survey to her does not even cut it. So you need to set your own standard. Create a checklist for yourself. Once a developer checks those lists, then you can be at least 80% sure. And if it's an existing company, ask questions. Do they allocate? Or is it only paper allocation that they give? And if it's a new company, ask them, what is their allocation policy? So that when it's time for that allocation, they don't meet up. You know what to do. You can sue. Because most of us don't know our rights in this country. Most of us don't know. It's because our real estate industry is not that regulated. Realtors, a realtor in outside the country is a reputable occupation. We have power, but yeah, they don't see us as that. So you are the one that will rise up and create a standard for yourself. So create a checklist. Once they check your list, at least give them 80%. Don't give them your 100% yet. Until your clients buy, they get allocated, and there's no wahala before you can now say, yes, I trust this person. I hope that answers your question, sir.
Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Ma, for that. And thank you for raising that question as well. I believe you are not the only one that got something from it. A lot of people on this call learned something from it. So, do we have any question? Okay, Property Central, go ahead, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So, personally, I just want you to share maybe like your life experience about certain clients. Let's say the rude ones. The truth is that you will not really have them all the same, high, the lows, And to be very honest, let's say you have like 10 clients and you are very okay with 9, and then there's just this one client that just always wants to have issues with it. Maybe personal issues, maybe frustrated, I don't know. But when it comes to personal branding, because now we are talking about referrals, so how do you handle rude clients, like for no just cause? They're just rude, and the fact that they have bought from you, they feel like they can speak to you rudely. Like, how do you deal with them professionally?
Okay. Now, I'm sure that question is coming from a personal experience. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Can you just give me a scenario of whatever must have transpired between you and this client, and what is your relationship with the person?
Okay, no real relationship though. It
Okay.
was like from the sister. I met her via the sister, and then the sister bought from me, and the sister referred her to me. Okay, so there was really no relationship. What just happened was that it was time for them to make the documentation, the fee for the documentation. So it is my duty, my responsibility to always reach out to them to remind them about the documentation fee. Most of them prefer to pay for the land, and then they'll tell you we'll pay for documentation later. So that was what actually transpired. And then I just kept reminding them. So it got to a point she was like, oh, why are you disturbing me? Why are you stressing me? And then I told her that, oh, please, I wouldn't want you to fall victim of, penalties and all of that. So are you threatening me? Are you doing this? And it was something I just couldn't really wrap my head around. I'm like, where is this coming from? So
Okay.
at some point I had just had to step back and ignore, but I was still in communication with her.
Okay. So let me ask another question. Has the said client paid the documentation fee now or not?
Funny, she just reached out to me yesterday and said, once it's end of the month, send me the account number to pay the documentation fee. I was angry, but I did not respond. I just sent the account details, that's all.
Okay. All right. Okay, so thank you for that question. Okay, so make it not be like saying that every question I get story for, because my height don't to see for this industry. Okay, let me answer your question straight up. Now, there's something we call escalating of issues when it comes to dealing with clients. As much as it is your duty, to follow up on your clients and everything, some clients can be very funny. They will take it as you are pestering them, you are disturbing them, even though you are trying to be of help to them. So you as a realtor, see, it still boils down to your professionality and your what you would take and what you would not take. Create a standard. Now, when you encounter a difficult client. That's what I like to call them. And permit me to say that one of the reasons why this person is doing the way she's doing, because I asked you, how did you know the person? It was a referral. All right. Now you see the person that referred her to you, one way or the other, has how will I put it? What's the word? But I would not want to take it too far. Let me just dwell on escalating of issues. When you encounter difficult clients, know when to escalate the issue to an higher authority. Now, in this case, as a realtor, the higher authority that you have is the company that she bought the land for. You see such clients, you just hand them over to the company. And when you are handing them over to the company, you're not handing them over to maybe a lower cadre person. There's one thing, there was a company I did this setup for, was it not? Yes, I did the setup for them for like 6 months. And there was a particular client that was giving one of our realtors issues. And then she brought the client to me. When I tried reasoning with the client and the client was not reasoning, I took the matter up to the MD of the company straight up. It's not me that you're going to give IBP. And trust me, as soon as the MD of the company reached out to that woman, I don't even know why it's always women. Well, as soon as the MD of the company reached out to that particular client, everything was sorted. Because do you know what you have done? Escalating you have done, and then if the MD of the company is now calling the client begins to feel important. Oh, so you're the owner of the company that I bought land from. The approach would be different because it's just psychology. It's psychology. Human beings are very funny. The mere fact that the MD of the company is talking to her, oh, so you are the owner. Oh, she would want to give a listening ear to that person, compared to you that is a realtor, and not realtor that she came to meet, or realtor that she was referred to. You know, we have this thing in this part of the world where they feel like they are doing you a favor, and it's a user-usee experience. I'm helping you, you are helping me. Fine, I'm going to make commission from selling the land. But like I said, still create your standard. If you have a high standard, trust me, some clients cannot just talk to you anyhow. Sometimes it is the way we present ourselves. It is the way we come to them. Okay? So if you have not built yourself to that extent, then learn to escalate issues fast. Take it off your table. Take it up to the next person that you know can handle the person. Tell the person, this is the issue I'm having with this client. Please take it up from here. She's here to do this. She's here to do that. They will be sending out official mail. They will be the one to follow up with her. You just make sure you are following up. Now you said she sent account number. Okay, that she's going to she asked you to send account number that she's going to pay. To her, you've been disturbing her. You've been pestering her. And she does not feel you are professional enough. She does not feel you are worth her time, or she does not feel that you are important enough to talk to her. So such people, learn to escalate, get them off your table. You don't want such headache, so that you can move on to the next one. And like I said, when you are escalating, escalate to someone of authority, especially if you have contact with the MD. Not all MDs might be able to do this. But trust me, most of them, they do. Most of them, they do. So next time, if you encounter such, that's what I would do anyways, because I've seen it work over time. Most times, if you encounter such, just escalate and then don't let them come and pause and sign your Gary. I hope I've answered your question, ma.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
All right, thank you very much. Let's appreciate our speaker. Let's appreciate her. And I would like to add two things. Okay, Double O is still in here. Double O's question regarding spotting some things about maybe about a new company, or it is not always easy. I need to be honest with you. And while our speaker was answering, she told you 80%, then before you release the remaining 20%. And that question, you were supposed to ask that question. It should be a general question. It shouldn't be on a new company or a new brand alone. I will use this opportunity to clear some things in this our space. A lot of people go by this company has a name. We don't need to check their documents. That was what our speaker experienced. I could relate with what she was saying. I could like the picture, the whole picture. I understand it. A lot of us just like this company is is it not LG? Is it not iSense? No, now we don't need to check the documents. I remember many years ago when I heard about a story of a particular big company. The product was trending on the online space. So many, if I go for that, people will know the product. Fine, okay. There are a lot of products that have been in the market that a lot of people use private jets to come to the venue, to come to the sites. A lot of politicians were on that same site, and that project was selling with C of O. And why that project was selling with C of O, somebody checks that estate out. Somebody took a surveyor there. Forget about the document the company is giving you. That document, forget about it. Go to site. The site is the main cocoa, not the document. Go to that site, that particular spot that God is saying this is a Canaan land. I've been where. Go to that site. So somebody took a surveyor there. They checked after the old paparazzi, the old helicopter, the old politician, the old everything, and realized that the C of O only covered 1 acre. I think it was 1 acre or so. The remaining large expanse of land, was not covered by the C of O. As a matter of fact, the remaining area had issue, whereas the C of O that everybody was seeing was only for just 1 acre of land. When the whole thing blew up, then it affected that project. Now nobody is talking about that project in the market again, and there are so many of them like that. You see, just like what our guest speaker has said, one thing you need to check is the person behind a brand. That's MDCU. Go and check that MDCU. Go, in fact, go and check the eyeball first. Go and check the eyeball. Is the eye clear? Is it not clear? Are you getting me? It's not about the name. Don't go by name. There are so many products in the market that if you give me pen and paper to analyze, people come to me to consult me before buying properties elsewhere. If they see a trending product, because we've gotten our hand burnt. So coming into the market is not a story of this meeting. Are you getting me? So we know a product that will not last 1 year. We know a product that will last 2 years. We know a product that will fall. Like, as a matter of fact, let me use this opportunity to tell you that a friend consulted me before selling a product. I told him, don't sell. These people, permit me to use this broken. These people never see money. When they see money, they go misbehave. The following year, the following year, the following year, I was the one that sent him a video that, see, these people don't see money now, they go misbehave. I sent him a video that I don't want to go deep. You people will have a clue that somebody in the organization blog carried everything, audio paparazzi. So a lot happens. Your own is not about the company. Your own is not about. I used to create content then. It's not about the company. It is about the product you are selling. If you feel, I should mention Bogije, me myself, I would like to live in Bogije. Me as a person, I love Ibadan so much. I used to tell my wife, either Ibadan or Shimawa, maybe my retirement home. Are you getting me? Though I still have a place in Ajah that I love so much. I love the estate. But Ibadan is one place that the breeze alone can make me younger and younger. You understand? So I I used to tell people the product you want to sell is very important. Vet that product because A developer can come into the market and spend just 3 years and disappear. Phew. What happens to the product you've sold? What happens to the estate you've sold? That estate you are selling, that product you are selling, should last more than the developer. You don't have business with developer. The estate, the product must last more than when whatever happens to the MD, the company, it has nothing to do with the product you're selling. So don't follow trend. Don't either new company or old company. Don't follow this is where everybody is here. This thing is selling. A lot of products that were in the air making noise. A lot of them they won't deliver deliveries. We have so many cases in the past. You understand? Just follow. Okay, there's a particular company I love so much. They'll give you projection. In so months time, we are going to do X, Y, Z. In another month's time, we are going, and you see the trajectory, you see the work. Not massive launching of the estate and nothing is happening. So double O, it has to do with both a new company and an old company. You don't need, it's not about the company. Anything you want to sell, the genuinity of that thing is very, very important than the company. God forbid, the owner of that company can die. What if there's no a structure in place that says after this MDO, this like a management or a board that can take over from that MD? So if the MD dies, the company dies, what happened to the estate you've sold to maybe your family member or your pastor? So the product you are selling is more important than the company, the MD, and the whoever. So when you want to sell any product, just go after the product. Don't look at the company alone. Fine, the company is important. You check the MD, his story, try to know his story. A lot of people reach out to me. We have one-on-one conversation. I have a lot of people's numbers saved. They come directly to me. Some people don't even ask stuffs on the group. They come the MD, this. We talk on phone like siblings. I tell them the truth. This thing is like this, so we'll call it like this. You understand? So that is how it should be. Have a relationship with the MD. Don't be carried away by the sweet things he's telling you. Pick some sense. What's this man saying? Is it making sense? Pick some things from it and be able to know, okay, this man is genuine. Then the product, the company too, are they allocating? The speaker mentioned allocation policy. Are you getting me? Some companies don't allocate. Some companies, after one allocation, maybe another one is like 1 year. Ask question. Asking question will not kill you. Ask question. Is it 3 months? Okay, if you're not allocating now, what's the issue? Like us now, we did our last allocation. We did it before the rain started. Because, when the rain starts, we may not be able to go to site and do allocation. Because it won't be, we experienced it last year while we were on site, rain was falling. Even it affected a lot of our plans. So all of these things are what you should know. Then coming back to Property Central, your question, see, what you've done to your clients, you've done a very good thing by controlling yourself. Thank God the speaker said women. It always has to do with women. Men, we have shame. Imagine you go to a man's DM and say you've not paid your Kinecon. That shame of, I don't want this person to know I don't have the money yet. But you see women, they may, I'm sorry to say, they may not have the money and they will still be proud. You understand? And again, the economy is very good this period. The reason why you are even following up, I may not know your reason, but why I said you've done well is because I know some companies that are like mentor to me. Those companies will review their statutory fee and there's nothing you will do. You must pay the new price. So even if that kind of a situation happens, it will affect your relationship with that client. I know people personally that have issues with this brand because of that thing. And realtors still sell for them. They are still selling for them. But they know that is their policy. Because tell me why I can't review the statutory fee of whatever agreement we've had. Bag of cement was how much last year? This year, what if it changes? So it's pure logic. So what you've done following up in the area of pay your statutory fee is very good. So you will now know that you will now face the company, oh yeah, you people should allocate to my clients who've paid statutory fee. But if you now wait till when the company reviews the statutory fee and it now dents the relationship you are trying to build with the client, that one will not be good. Thank God you say the same person has come to your DM to ask you for the account. Don't take it as there are different type of clients. You may even get referral from these same clients. Don't take it personal. Don't be emotional about it. Just flow with it. It's part of the experience. So thank you very much. So I think um, tonight has been a success. We've learned so much. Um, we've learned so much from the question, the training, and for those of you that joined the training late, hopefully we'll communicate the recording of the training later this week as well. And like I mentioned, we had some interesting topics, interesting trainings that we did, how to get your first clients and your first 10 clients, how to make your first 1 million naira as a realtor. There are so many trainings. We'll be communicating the links this new week so that you can also watch while you are working, while you are home, while you're on bed. You can watch them and grab new things and refresh your knowledge. Let's appreciate our speaker. Let's appreciate her. Thank you very much, Ma. We are honored. We are honored to have you, and would like to have you more and more and more and more again. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very, very much.
All right. Without I don't think we have any other thing to talk about. The only thing is, let's keep doing what we are doing. This is a new week. A lot is happening. Safety. I've mentioned it. Safety. If you have inspection, communicate. Don't do adaje. There's something Yoruba call adaje. Go and check it on Google. You know the meaning. Don't do adaje. Don't go to site alone. Let the company handle some inspections for you, please. I'm begging you. A lot is happening. We only go to site and come back by the grace of God. A lot is happening. Even to us as developers, a lot is happening. So please, safety first. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't continue what you're doing. Nigeria has never been safe. The world has never been safe. It will just keep getting better and better and better by God's grace. So let us do what we know how to do best. Let us push this new week. Let us recruit. Let us recruit. Let us build team. Let us build team. Let us learn. Let us keep attending trainings. Let us learn new things. And I know the sky will be the beginning for every one of us. Thank you for joining us tonight. Do have a wonderful and wonderful evening.